It's 2025 and the gaming world is already going wild, from insane graphics to mind-blowing gameplay. I got the hottest new titles you should jump into this January. Even though this month the games are a little on the short end, trust me, you won't want to miss them. First game here is a remake, which honestly, I guess the month of January 2025 is legit just going to be nothing but remake galore. Come on devs, give us something fresh, God. Donkey Kong Country returns its remastered version of the classic platformer, originally released on the Wii. In this game, players control Donkey Kong and his companion Diddy Kong. I kid you not, it's his companion name. As they embark on a thrilling adventure to save their jungle from a mysterious threat, the game features side-scrolling levels filled with vibrant environments, challenging obstacles, and collectible items. The HD version enhances the original with improved graphics, smoother controls, and updated sound, making it a perfect fit for modern consoles. Why it'll be fun to play in January 2025? Well, for fans of nostalgia, its platforming action Donkey Kong Country Returns HD offers a perfect blend of old school challenge and new school visuals. The levels are expertly designed to keep players engaged with clever puzzles, dynamic environments, and satisfying combat. You will also be able to include a buddy, not sure of its online play or, someone next to you, but you will be able to play together as the second friend will be able to control our little man Diddy Kong. Man, I can't get over that. We'll see Kong and the Crew January 16th on the Nintendo Switches. Second game on our list is Dynasty Warrior Origins, a hack and slash type game that will give us a bit of strategic element to it. The game will allow you to play as the main protagonist of this Chinese novel and issue commands to soldiers in battle. The story takes place after the Eastern Han Dynasty, where corruption was running through the roof, there were droughts and starvation for the people. Instead of the ruler slash government helping the citizens, they essentially made it worse by handing out heavy taxes while doing other horrific things which led to a rebellion. But according to the director Tomohiko, and I'm so sorry if I butchered that name, it only covers the first bits of the novel. The developers for this tactical action game is Omega Force. They've been developing the Warrior series for quite a while now. Origins is the first series in 7 years. Also for Origins, they made it a goal to take advantage of the PS5 hardware so that we could fight and see 10,000 soldiers go at it with the protagonist. This game almost, and I mean almost, slightly reminds me of the game series Total War and hints and bits of Mount & Blade 2. Dynasty Warrior Origins introduces a new layer of gameplay, allowing players to shape the fate of kingdoms through branching narrative choices. The game also features expansive interactive environments, enhanced AI for both allies and enemies, and real-time tactical combat that requires players to think quickly and adapt to ever-changing battlefield conditions. While there have been talks of a co-op type system, since solo players will be able to control multiple generals in the game, where players can defeat hundreds of enemies at once, all while unraveling the complex political and military history of the iconic period. Whether playing through the main campaign or engaging in co-op multiplayer skirmishes, the game promises to bring the Dynasty Warrior universe to life like never before. Dynasty Warrior Origins comes out on PCs, the PS5s, the Xboxes January 17th. Don't miss out on our latest adventures. Subscribe today. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well go and hit that subscribe button and help the channel grow so you can become part of the Twisted Force crew, so you'll never miss an upload, as obviously helps out. Now back to the video. Next up is Eternal Strands, is an upcoming adventure game with some hot action. Players will play as a warrior called Brynn, who's on a quest to discover secrets of a lost civilization known as Enclave. Brynn is a hell of a warrior who can do telekinetic feats like throwing objects. Game mechanic wise, we'll play with Brynn in third person. I'm looking forward with this one, kicking some butt cheeks with a warrior who can control freezing abilities, which will slow down enemies, and fire that can cause villains' health to go up in flames. Apparently the fire ability, if you keep using it in certain areas, can cause essentially forest fires, because that's what random uncontrolled fires do, people. The game was created by Yellow Brick Games, a new and upcoming developer studio filled with legends from Ubisoft. Eternal Strands is created using the show-off Unreal Engine 5, which at this point, Unreal Engine 5 might be in a league of its own. Almost every part of the gaming industry is hopping on board, or at least making their own. Apparently the devs have stated that when it releases, there will be an update for the game that will bring in a new creature, some armor, and a possible new weapon. Again, I'm one who's ready for this game, just hearing there's going to be a huge towering enemies to fight with magic that at least seems to be more powerful the more you explore and reach new environments. It has sold me and hooked me, and just the fact that the studio is an up and coming, there's no telling how this is going to go down, but Eternal Strands will be releasing January 28th on the Xboxes, the PS5s, PCs. Fourth juggernaut of a somewhat newish racing, I don't know, can we call it a franchise or a series? Or is it all the same? I don't know. Assetto Corsa Evo, a racing simulation game. Assetto Evo, while it is an evolution of the original Assetto Corsa, it's important to distinguish it as a standalone title with a focus on GT racing, primarily targeting professional and semi-professional sim racing drivers. Also in this entry of the series, we'll be introduced to a fresh open world set in a region in Germany that I'm not even going to attempt to say. I'll just put it on the screen. In this region, we'll be introduced to a German racetrack. Also, gameplay side of things, players will be able to buy, rent, and upgrade vehicles and interact with unique local businesses that have aftermarket parts. The devs, who are an Italian software studio, has said will launch a new game engine to give a high-performance VR and triple screen support, have become a top feature for this entry. Also, a new model has been brought on board to better simulate asphalt in different conditions, which, I don't know, all this fancy talk basically means with all the improvements they made, the game's new engine should give an authentic racing experience. Assetto Corsa Evo will be launching in early access, and that means people, so we can actually get a better race game. Let the devs know if, run into bugs so that us regular consumers can have a good racing experience. Assetto Corsa Evo will release January 16th on Steam. The last game on our list is Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. Set during the Phantom Menace, this remastered version for the first time will include a lightsaber toggle that allows players to choose between the original lightsaber colors Mace Windu used in the game, or screen accurate sabers. Plus, cheat codes will be a thing now, including Big Head mode, Big Foot mode. In this initial entry, Jedi Power Battles, players can progress through the game on their own or with the help of a second player. In addition to playing the main campaign, Jedi Power Battles includes 7 training rooms to practice skills like jumping, and a versus mode where 2 characters can battle it out. Players will be able to take out a variety of enemies and bosses, including Star Wars battle droids, mercenaries, Tusken Raiders, and Darth Maul. As we can see, the game will use the original source code, with devs making the old code be able to improve gameplay. They really are squeezing the last of that game's capability, which for you folks who don't know, it'll improve jumps while keeping that nostalgic feel. Even though I was just born when this game originally came out, I know some old heads are going to enjoy diving back into this game that most folks started their gaming, careers on. Jedi Power Battles will release on Xbox, PS5, PC, January 23rd.
And find a way to survive. So choose your path wisely. Go forth and learn what it means to be a hero.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction.
To unravel the secrets of the Enclave, a once thriving center of magic now left in ruins. At your base camp, you'll forge bonds with members of your Weaver Band, who will support you in your expeditions with their various skills.
DK can bounce off enemies to get more height. Pound the ground to get things moving.